Hello and welcome to Sacred Vapes, the channel that aims to let the average vapor just talk to you about the experiences and all the cons and pros about any new device coming out to market. Episode 1 this week is going to be this, the Vaptio Capt'n. So before this summer, who had actually heard of Vaptio? Honestly no. I'd seen the web crawler, but I hadn't actually heard of Vaptio as a brand name. I'm learning all about them through the quiz and learning all about my maths from them wonderful maths questions we had. What I found, the company's been going around for about 4 years now. Motor devices you wouldn't really write home about. Just a couple of nice ideas there, things like the spinner kit, but certainly nothing that you would rush out and put an order in to buy. I think Vaptio clicked onto this. They went ahead and brought out the Hero series, starting with the web crawler based on Spider-Man, the Super Bat based on Batman, and then this, the Capt'n, based on Captain America. So yeah, it was a little bit of a surprising thing to get, to be honest. Me, like many others, won this as a prize in the quiz. So all my thoughts, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to tell you what's good, what's bad, and then hopefully give you a much better understanding of it. So let's start. First thing we'll start with is the tank. The tank is called the Capt'n tank, comes pre-packaged with the mod. A little bit of a strange thing, it's actually a Frogman tank that they've called the Capt'n. Might be a slightly different design, but it comes with the Frogman coils, W8 and the W2. I think I've been using the W8. The tank reminds me a lot like something like the Baby Beast, which small tank, it's the powerful coils but they're very compact, so you get muted flavour, muted vapor production. You know, I'm not knocking the Baby Beast at all. I was using it about 4 or 5 months last year, every day. I was a big fan of it then. But this, as I say, this reminds me a lot like it. But first things first, how does she vape? Honestly, really nice. It's a really nice vapor production, nice flavour. It's not going to rival some of the mesh tanks that you get out there now. Well, certainly it's not going to rival anything that you've built yourself, but it's a nice tank. It's not something I'd advertise by itself, but when it's packaged in with this mod, fantastic. It's because it's compact, so it's not going to be a stealth vape for you, but it's travelling out with it, it's going to work fine. But yeah, it comes with like a little Vaptio design with a star on the top. You can see that. Great. The pros, vapes really well. No complaints at all on it. The cons, there's two. One of them is this bottom airflow ring. If you're taking it apart, that does come off. Not a particular fan of that. It doesn't fall off at all, so you know you're gonna have to put a bit of pull into it to get it off. But other than that, it's not gonna come off. The other one is the wattage on the coils. Recommended 60 to 80 watts for this one. I've found if you're not hitting the 80 watts, you're going to get a little bit of liquid at the top, just collecting. Again, it's not a major thing, just vape it at 80, but if you do enjoy the vape a little bit lower than that, that's the problem you're going to have. But yeah, there's not much else to say about the tank. Good packaged tank with it. Now onto the mod itself. A lot of this could be like official blurb from the website, so stick with me on that. Altogether, size from top to bottom, 122 millimeters, so it's tiny. I mean, the first thing I said when I opened the box about 2 weeks ago was just wow, smallest mod I've ever had, and I've got the Sky Star, so it's really good as a compact mod, to be honest. It comes with, it comes with that button for fire, comes with 2 buttons down there for navigation. Menu works just like most of the mods, 3 clicks takes you into the menu, and then them 2 to navigate. Design itself, it's a zinc alloy frame with IML plastic printing for the actual outside of it. It actually feels quite solid. I mean, obviously it does feel plasticky, but a well-made one. Bit of a fingerprint magnet, obviously. So if you've got a little bit of OCD about that, you know, a little bit of a heads up. Comes with a front USB for firmware and charging, but as I always say, don't recommend charging it through the mod itself. Use an external battery charger. So the screen, I'll show you the screen if you can see that properly. Comes with everything you want: battery indicators, comes with voltage, ohms, wattage, and the other one, and the mode itself, which I'm vaping it on the smart mode at the minute. I've not seen any difference, to be honest. Comparing that and wattage. I think it's about 6 modes altogether. There's smart, wattage, temperature, and then 3 others I've never used in my life, so like CCR and whatever. So I'm no good to actually tell you about their modes, but yeah, I've really enjoyed using this mod. So the pros of this mod: very well made, very solid. Certainly, I've had no issues, no no paint chipping at all. Looks really nice. The front button's quite comfortable. It's quite comfortable in your hand. I suppose if you've got bigger hands, you might be a little bit, I don't know, stretched out there, but if you've got smaller hands like me, it works fine. Now the screen itself, it's a bit of a speedometer design, which I'm not a major fan of, but I know some people do like that sort of thing. My one little niggle about that is the speedometer doesn't move. It would have been nice to have a little bar just doing that, going up. It doesn't have that, so it's fickle, that. It's one feature I really do like on it. It has a sleep mode and it has a turn off mode, and you can set it to X amount of seconds before it turns itself off automatically or powers the screen down to save battery. It's wonderful when you don't know that when you first get it and it turns off after 5 seconds. So that was a little bit annoying, but you can just time it right. You know how long between pulls you're going to take. If you're going to throw it down, not go back to it for 20 minutes, you can have to turn itself off. There's no accidental firing. One other con as well is these buttons are pressed in. I don't know if you can see them properly. Very fiddly to use. Again, it's fine if you're sticking at the 80 watts with the coil. You're not really going to be changing them. You're not really going to be going into the menu once you've set it up. So the positive there is that no accidental button presses. Found with other mods, you know, if it's unlocked in your pocket, you might accidentally knock against it. You know, the amount of times I've been vaping on 6 watts instead of 60 watts because I haven't noticed. But again, it's not a major issue. Yeah, when it comes to powering off, 2 little things that I will want to point out with this. First one is that what it does, just like most other mods, it lowers the battery power as the batteries get low. So instead of just pumping 80 and then cutting off, it'll lower it down to like 50, 40. It'll keep going basically until there's no more power left in the battery, which is good. But the bad side of it is that unfortunately it doesn't tell you. So you can tell when you're vaping on it. You're like that. You will notice it's not 80 watts anymore, but at the same time it'd be nice again to see it. I mean, these little software issues, they can be fixed with firmware. Hopefully Vaptio are listening and they fix this, because the little niggly things really. The other weird thing is the battery discharge, or the limit, whatever you want to call it. I did actually do a little experiment, vaped it from full to empty with a couple of Samsung 25Rs, and the actual end voltage on the batteries is 3.48, which is extremely high. You know, I'm used to 3.3, and yeah, I think the Alien mod went all the way down to like 2.8, 3.0. You know, went a lot lower before I told you I had no more power left. So again, hopefully firmware can fix that, because it's not a major difference between 3.3 and 3.48, but you know, it could be an extra hour vaping time for you. Now the other weird thing is that I've come across with this mod, it wasn't actually discovered by me, over on Panasonic Vapes reviewer Sam's Juicy Sauce Reviews, or Sam's Saucy Juice Reviews, sorry for getting your name wrong. Reading his review of this mod, he actually found it. Find here, hit the fire button, if you press below, let me just show you properly, press below there, it fires. I've never come across that before using it, but it's there. So I'm not too sure what's happening there. The fire button's bigger than the actual button, maybe. But yeah, apart from that, it sounds like I'm criticising this mod, but honestly, it's a really good mod. It's really well made. It's really well designed. I like the features on it. It's simple enough to use. You know, the colour screen, you change that to blue if you want. I've got it set as red. Yeah, it's just a really good mod. What I will say, the price point, the Vaptio selling at about $84 at the minute. This is not advertising Vaptio, full disclosure, just something I found when I was researching for my written review. Doing an offer at the minute, $84, but you get a $100 voucher. So if you wanted to pick a few mods up from there, I'd highly recommend that. But I've noticed that UK retailers are starting to stock this in now. So, you know, again, I've seen one website that selling it for $47.99, and that comes with the Paragon tank, the new strip mesh coils. So, yeah, if you don't want to order from China, then it's getting stocked in this country as well, quite quickly actually, which surprised me. But yeah, nothing else to say about this tank other than it's just a really good tank. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants something small and compact. As is mentioned before, it's not going to be a stealth vape for you, but something that's quite easy to use, something that works well, feels good, something you can throw in your pocket and it's not bulky compared to, say, a box mod. And yeah, I highly recommend this mod. This, if nothing else, this proves that Vaptio as a company are actually starting to make strides. I know some people might not necessarily like the gimmicky hero range. I quite like it, honestly. But if they can keep improving on this quality, there's no reason why this time next year they could be within the market alongside all the main brands as an alternative. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I haven't rambled on too much. If you did like the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It means a lot to me to know that people actually want to keep watching this. And yeah, moving forward in terms of content, what I'm hoping to be able to bring you over it'll be over a number of weeks now. I'm hopefully bringing you well Nunchaku rival, something that if it works well, at the price point that it's being sold at, could really be a contender. I'll hopefully bring you something very flashy and over the top, something that I'm really excited to get, but not for everyone. I'm hoping to be able to bring you the fastest growing vape company in the last 12 months, their new mod, and something that again I'm going to be counting days till I get it. It's something that could potentially change the accessibility of an RTA for the future, if it works well. So I'm really looking forward to bringing you that. Next week, hopefully, I'm going to be bringing you something that I'm very excited to talk about. It's not exactly small market, but it's absolutely fantastic. I may as well tell you now, it's the Fireluke Pro Mesh tank. Excuse the ugly things. I had a choice of that or orange. So my wife told me to stop being petty and just get it. Really glad I did. So hopefully I'll have that to talk about next week. But again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like the videos, please tell all your friends, and yeah, thank you very much.